So this is the last part of the tutorial series on Tekken's neutral. In the last two videos, I went over defense or whiff punishment, and also keep away. This last part is going to be on offense, and even though we kind of all know what offense is, right? The high-low or the mid-low in Tekken's case, mix-up to open up an opponent's defense and get some damage in, right? The theory, I'm gonna just go into some basic theory of how to open people up, of course, other than loads, right? So, a thing to do that some people do sometimes to kind of open people up is to kind of alter their timing a little bit. And by what I mean by that, they usually would just wait a couple seconds and then just throw out a launcher, just to kind of catch someone pressing a button or moving around to get a launcher in. So kind of like delaying your offense a little bit actually helps with opening people up. Just altering your timing a little bit. Another way to open people up, which is a little bit more character specific, is to take advantage of the fact that you have plus frames. I know it's kind of self-explanatory for fighting games, but if you hit someone with a jab, you're pretty plus. I don't want to go into frame data because it's too complicated, and that requires you to actually look stuff up. A lot of stuff up, because Tekken has tons of moves and tons of frame data. But with jabs, you're +8, I think. You're pretty plus. So if you hit someone with a jab, you can go ahead and do. You have the turn. Especially online where it's kind of hard to move. Like, you can go ahead and jab someone and do this, or go ahead and jab someone and do this. It's just that they can't get out of this. It's very hard to get out of a jab on hit. Also, if your character has a move that's 0 on block or plus frames on block, take advantage of that, because not everybody knows the frame data of every move. Like, people don't know if a move is going to be plus on block. So if you can figure that out for your character in particular, you'll do a lot better and get up the ranks pretty easily, because you can take advantage of those frame traps and get some good damage in. And it's pretty easy to do as well. What else do people need to know? So, I guess an example. Of Lissa using her frame trap is this move. It's high. But this is pretty plus on block, so so she has a turn afterwards. This move, it's kind of infamous, but this is also super plus on block, and you shouldn't do anything afterwards. So don't. I mean, but you can use this to help your offense as well. What else? I think those are the biggest things to do without going into too much detail. That alone will help you with your mix-up potential if you just alter your timing a little bit and take advantage of your plus frames. Of course, just doing basic mid-low throws and all that stuff to kind of break your opponent's guard and test their reactions as well, but it gets a little bit harder as time goes on. And actually, this will probably help for a good chunk of the time until you get to get up to higher ranks. I do hope this tutorial helped. This was basically just done like the span of 10 minutes. But once again, this is like more of a more for beginner players who are kind of struggling with learning Tekken or just kind of struggling in ranked and need a little bit of extra help. And I'm sure this will help tremendously in figuring out how to deal with opponents and figuring out how to get up the ranks. Just as an aside, I forgot to mention, this uses pretty bad to keep away. So, as I showed in my last video, you can use fast moves like counter hit fours, launchers, and power press to stop offense. And this is generally what it stops. Though power crushes don't work against lows, they'll work against mids and highs, so be wary about that. You should be okay. Once again, I hope this tutorial helped. I hope that this will help you get up the ranks, and thank you for listening. Have a good one.